Hey, you guys. It's been a long time, and I wanted to get back on track and doing these updates. Uh, there are a few reasons why I didn't do uh, them for a while. A big thing being that I got really irresponsible and really undisciplined in, um, how much I was keeping up with myself and with this, and I lost kind of control over a lot of aspects of my life, mostly because, just a lot of mental stuff going on, that I'm not sure, what attributes to it, but I feel like it's just a whole mess of things. This video may or may not actually get uploaded today, which is a Wednesday, which is my tea day. We're definitely many more weeks now into the far-flung future than the last video. But it is, I don't even know the days anymore. It's September 12th of 2018. Actually, and I wanted to do one last week and get back on track, but then that didn't happen. And also, as you can see, this is very informal. I'm literally in an A-frame shirt at home, trying to relax, doing more work in a little bit that I shouldn't do. I should actually wait, but I want to have time off for Friday, so that's how that's got to work. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to record last week because I just came back from, last Wednesday, I had just gotten back from Dragon Con. And if you're not aware of what Dragon Con is, that's definitely, I realize I'm probably cupping the microphone, so audio might have been a little bad just then, and there might be noise for me holding this and being all ooh, but I am sorry about that. But I just got back from Dragon Con, which is a very super huge multi-genre convention that takes place in Atlanta, Georgia every year. And it was just so great. And it's relevant because last year I had met a wonderful person by the name of Colleen. I actually met her for all of 5 minutes because we were all changing into cosplays, and I was not staying overnight that night in Nashville where this event was that we were at, and I just needed a place to change, and she was staying with a whole bunch of other people. And anyway, I say all of that to say that I finally got to meet her husband at Dragon Con, who is also trans male, trans masculine, and it was just such a great experience because, you go through this and it's just pretty crazy, on so many levels for a lot of different reasons. And then, when you do meet a trans brother, a trans sibling, out there from a series of lovely happenstances, it's just very refreshing. And he and I, actually have quite a bit in common, from even things that aren't necessarily trans related. I have come to realize that I suffer from trichotillomania, which is basically the complicated word for, it's on the, I found out it's on the obsessive compulsive spectrum of pulling your hair out, which is kind of where that phrase comes from. I'm going so crazy, I'm just going to pull my hair out. It's a real thing. Some people want to dismiss it as not a mental disorder, but that's kind of what it is. But anyway, we had that in common, but he's only a few years older than I am, but he had started transitioning much earlier And so he likes to phrase it as generations. So I guess like he's kind of like the last generation, and I'm coming into like I guess kind of this new generation of trans individuals transitioning. But yeah, there was just a lot of information that he and I exchanged, and it was really great because he cares so much, and he just like basically adopted me as family over the weekend during Dragon Con. And the space in general, that whole convention is just a very welcoming space for a whole bunch of people, including all people on the queer spectrum, the LGBTQ plus spectrum. Um, but yeah, as far as actual updates for me, maybe my voice sounds a little deeper, which um, I actually noticed really late that like I knew I was already getting like hairier in general, but like one day I was showering and I just looked down at my legs, and basically for me, the fronts of the shins of my legs on the bottom portion connected to my feet, um, they were, you know, rather hairy already to begin with, but like the back of my calves and then all of my upper legs, they were pretty like light, all things considered. Like definitely can tell hairs on the bottom part of my leg, but then the top and the back of my legs, they were kind of on the lighter side. But now that's just like full beast mode. And I probably used that phrase before, but yeah, it's gotten pretty crazy. But not like Wolfman syndrome, but definitively a more masculine looking leg as far as, you know, coverage there. Slowly but surely I'm passing a little better. Not because I'm binding any differently or anything, but